Beneath the icy Atlantic waters of New England, an extraordinary hunt unfolds every day. Hidden among rocky ledges and sandy ocean floors, millions of American lobsters roam in the cold, nutrient-rich currents. These elusive crustaceans, famed for their sweet, tender meat and brilliant scarlet shells when cooked, are the backbone of a seafood empire worth billions of dollars. But bringing these treasures from the seafloor to dinner plates in New York, Tokyo, or Paris is anything but simple. To catch them, U.S. fishermen brave towering waves, frigid gales, and endless hours at sea. Each trap they drop weighs more than a person, and every haul is a gamble of skill, strength, and survival. Join us on this breathtaking expedition to witness how U.S. fishermen haul millions of lobsters from deep-sea traps worth millions. The American lobster, Homarus americanus, is one of the ocean's most valuable species. Stretching from Canada's icy Bay of Fundy down to the rocky shores of Long Island, the Gulf of Maine is the single richest lobster habitat on Earth. Cold water, strong tides, and a seabed dotted with boulders create perfect hideouts for lobsters to molt, grow, and hunt. Lobsters are nocturnal predators, feeding on clams, mussels, and small fish. Their tough exoskeleton and powerful claws, one for crushing, one for slicing, make them skilled hunters and escape artists. But those same habits also guide the fishermen who pursue them. By learning how lobsters move, eat, and molt, crews can predict where and when to set their traps for the biggest catch. Every year, the state of Maine alone yields over 90 million pounds of lobster, accounting for 80 to 85% of America's total harvest. In good seasons, wholesale prices can climb to $10 to $50 per pound, making the annual catch worth over $1 billion. This economic engine supports thousands of fishing families, seafood processors, and coastal businesses. Long before a single trap touches the water, the preparation begins. In late spring and summer, harbors from Portland to Bar Harbor come alive with the sounds of diesel engines and hydraulic winches as fishermen ready their boats. These specialized lobster vessels, called lobster boats, are compact but powerful, usually 30 to 45 feet long with deep hulls for stability in heavy seas. Each boat can carry 500 to 800 traps, stacked like giant building blocks on deck. The traps themselves are marvels of simple engineering. Rectangular cages about 3 feet long, made from wood or coated steel wire. Interior chambers lined with durable plastic mesh that can withstand crushing pressure at depths of 60 to 200 feet. A carefully designed one-way funnel entrance that lets lobsters crawl in for a meal but makes it nearly impossible to escape. Inside each trap, fishermen place bait bags filled with herring, mackerel, or other oily fish scraps. The strong scent drifts through the water, drawing lobsters from as far as 100 feet away. Every trap is tied to a long rope that reaches the surface, topped by a brightly painted buoy. Each fisherman has a unique buoy color and pattern, like a personal signature, so that even from a distance they can spot their gear among thousands of others floating on the waves. When the season opens, usually in late November for winter harvest or midsummer for peak catches, boats set out before dawn. The air is sharp with salt and cold as crews navigate to secret fishing spots passed down for generations. Once on site, the crew works like a choreographed machine. At the captain's signal, deckhands slide a baited trap to the edge, hook the rope to a buoy and heave it into the deep. With a splash and hiss, hundreds of pounds of steel cage disappear beneath the surface. Each boat may set dozens of traps per hour, spacing them in long lines across prime lobster grounds. These traps, called strings when connected, are left to soak for 2 to 3 days. During that time, the scent of bait seeps through the water, luring lobsters into the funnel entrances. Precision matters. Drop a trap too shallow and you risk catching small, immature lobsters. Too deep and oxygen levels may be too low. Skilled captains read the water, its temperature, tides, and hidden currents, like an open book. Retrieving the traps is a race of muscle and machinery. After the soaking period, the crew returns to their buoys. Using hydraulic haulers powered by diesel engines, they hook the rope and winch up the trap. Wet lines snap tight, spraying icy seawater across the deck. As the trap breaks the surface, anticipation surges. A heavy trap means a rich haul. Some traps yield dozens of lobsters, each weighing between 1 and 4 pounds. Others come up almost empty, a costly disappointment when fuel and bait prices run high. The work is relentless. Fishermen often spend 14 to 18 hours a day at sea, pulling hundreds of traps one by one. Each trap can weigh 75 pounds empty and over 100 pounds when full. Add in rolling waves, freezing winds, and decks slick with seawater, and it's no wonder that lobster fishing ranks among the most dangerous jobs in America. Yet the rhythm of hauling, emptying, rebaiting, and resetting continues with military precision. Every minute saved means more traps hauled and more profits earned. Back on deck, the crew immediately begins sorting the catch. Conservation laws are strict, and for good reason. To protect the population and ensure future harvests, not every lobster can be kept. Using a metal gauge, fishermen measure the carapace length, the hard shell from eye to tail. Only lobsters between 3.25 and 5 inches are legal to keep. Anything smaller, known as shorts or larger jumbos, are gently returned to the sea. Female lobsters carrying eggs, called buried females, receive special attention. Fishermen notch a small V-shaped mark in the tail before releasing them, signaling to others that this lobster is a proven breeder and must never be harvested. This self-policing system, enforced by tradition as much as by law, is one reason Maine's lobster population has remained robust while many other fisheries around the world have collapsed. Once sorted, the lobsters are stored in chilled seawater tanks built into the boat. Pumps circulate fresh ocean water, keeping oxygen levels high and temperatures near 35 to 40 degrees, 1.5 to 4.5 degrees. Rubber bands are placed around each lobster's claws to prevent them from injuring each other. This is not just about safety. Stress or injury can dramatically reduce the market price. A well-equipped lobster boat can hold thousands of pounds of live lobsters for several days, ensuring peak freshness when they reach the docks. Many fishermen say the secret to commanding top dollar is delivering lobsters that are hard-shelled, meaning they've recently molted and packed on dense, sweet meat. When the hold is full or the crew has worked through its gear, the captain steers back toward the harbor, often navigating at night through fog and tides to reach the wharf before dawn. The journey doesn't end when the boat ties up. Buyers and distributors are already waiting at the pier. The catch is hoisted off in crates and immediately weighed. Prices fluctuate daily depending on supply, demand, and even weather patterns. In peak holiday seasons, like Christmas and Chinese New Year, wholesale prices can soar beyond $15 per pound, meaning a single well-packed boat can land tens of thousands of dollars in one trip. From there, lobsters are packed in insulated boxes with damp seaweed or gel packs and shipped by refrigerated truck or air freight to markets across the United States and around the world. In fine dining capitals like Paris, Tokyo, and Hong Kong, a single lobster dinner can sell for $100 or more. The U.S. lobster industry is a global export powerhouse, with Maine alone shipping over $500 million worth of live lobsters annually to Europe and Asia. Yet beneath this success story lies a fragile balance. Climate change is warming the Gulf of Maine faster than almost any other ocean region on Earth. shifting lobster habitats northward and altering molting cycles. Storms grow stronger, damaging gear and putting crews in greater danger. And global competition from Canada to Norway pressures prices. Still, Maine fishermen are remarkably resilient. They adapt with better weather forecasting, improved trap designs, and stricter self-regulation. Many participate in research partnerships, tagging lobsters to track movements and working with scientists to reduce bycatch and protect endangered species like the North Atlantic right whale. Their commitment ensures that the red gold of the Atlantic will continue to thrive for generations, supporting coastal communities and delighting seafood lovers worldwide. From the quiet pre-dawn harbors of Maine to glamorous restaurants thousands of miles away, every lobster's journey tells a story of courage, craftsmanship, and respect for the sea. Each trap hauled, each wave conquered, and each lobster measured is a testament to an industry built on tradition and perseverance. As long as cold waters swirl around the rocky New England coast, U.S. fishermen will rise before sunrise, set their traps, and continue the timeless dance of risk and reward, bringing millions of lobsters and millions of dollars in value from the deep to the world's tables. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it interesting, please leave a like, share, or a comment, and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you don't miss our next upload.